All right, y'all. I just wanted to get on here real quick and say a few words because when I'm led to say something, I think it needs to be said. And that's why I say things that come across my mind because I know there was a time where I needed to hear things like this, and I still need to hear things like this. But I would tell anybody out there, just because I talk about gritty, raw, real, straight to the point, honest, right to the root of life and how things are, it doesn't mean to sit and suffer in silence. You see, I'm not telling people to just sit around and suffer and do nothing with their lives. Now, I would tell people, this is just me being honest with everyone. I would tell people to give up and give in, but don't stop living life. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop living life. We're already here. So let's make the best of it while we can. You see, the more we understand balance and neutrality, the more we will understand when we're taking something to the extreme on one side of the pendulum. See, when we're aware of these things, we can help ourselves to stay away from getting stuck on the one side of things. And these videos are a reminder. These videos are my therapy. These videos are everything that I have to give. And see, I would tell people, if you're somebody that is suffering in silence, because there are a lot of men, especially, I think, that suffer in silence because we put up this pride and ego thing that we have. And I know that I once had it. And I still have a little bit of it. There's still a little bit of it there. But I realize what is going on now. And I remember a time when I was scared to talk to women or scared to be around certain people because my pride and ego. I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to look like something. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to do something to make myself look like an idiot and all this stuff. That's all the conditioning I talk about. That's all our own pride and ego just messing with us. And just getting into it, because I'm not making this video long. I just needed to say this because when I got something that needs to be said, I need to even tell myself it. So that's why I get on here and record it so that somebody else can hear it. But I would say, if you're somebody suffering in silence, reach out to someone. And see, the reason that I'm not going to tell people to reach out to me personally is because I'm already reaching out to people in these videos. You see, I'm already putting everything that I have into these videos. I'm already putting my metaphorical heart and soul into this thing. And I am exposing things, and I am putting out there for us to learn something for ourselves so that we can respect ourselves and other people. Now, I know a lot of y'all I've been going through videos here, and I've been watching a lot of videos with Kevin Gates. Now, some of his music, I'm not really into some of his music, but him as a man and the things that he speaks about and his aura, his energy, the way that he says it, how it really is, and he puts it out there. See, take notes from everybody, but see, men like that, women like that, see, that is what I resonate with. And I know when I come across that energy, and that's what That's what we should be looking for, but I can't tell other people to go looking for it. See, it's got to be the choice of the person to do that. And that's why I'm not going to tell people to reach out to me, because I'm already giving everything that I have to give in these videos. I'm already putting all my energy into these videos. And that's why I tell people, I put my time into this. And we all, look, whether we want to admit it or not, we all just want to be appreciated here. And that's why I myself leave all the links in the description below so people can support me if they really want to support me. And, I won't lie, I need that help. I need that help. I'm not going to lie to people, because why? If I can't be honest with the people, if I can't be honest with those on my channel, and that's not the main reason I'm making this video. It's one of the reasons out of thousands of reasons, tens of thousands of reasons, yes. Because without support, I am nothing as an artist or a musician or whatever I do. Without the support of the people, Kevin Gates wouldn't have the stuff that he has without the support of the people. And see, he even did a thing. He don't make money off the music stuff. He makes money off the coffee and the products that he, sells and stuff. And this video is not about money. Money is a tool for us to use. Now, I know this went off topic from us suffering in silence, but this all correlates into, if you're someone that resonates with this energy, you're going to want to stick around here, because it's going to change you. Your energy is going to transfer from one paradigm to another paradigm if you keep listening to someone like me. Because I know, see, I don't want to say I know who I am or I know what I am. I don't want to say that. I just know that I know things, and I can discern things, and I have been through things. And I mean, I've been there and done it. You know what I mean? I'm someone that can speak on things, and I can philosophize, if that's a word. I can do that. And when I see other people doing that, that's what I look for to help me get by in this life. I look for the energy, you see. I don't care about the labels. I don't care about how much money somebody has. I do not care about these irrelevant, petty kind of outside things that we all try to live our lives by. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at people's energy. I'm looking at their knowledge. I'm looking at, do they understand things for themselves? I'm looking at, are they taking accountability for their own lives? Because a man that does not want to help themselves, a woman that does not want to help herself, you just can't do anything for other people that don't want to do that. You got to help yourself. If you are suffering in silence, you have got to let your pride, your ego, you have got to let this sense of, I can't expose how I really feel. I can't let anybody know what's really going on up in here, because it's just, your mind is a literal battlefield. You have battlefield fatigue from everything that's been put in your mind. All the lies, you have to be this, you have to be that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, what the TV tells you, what social media is telling you, what your friends are telling you, what you think that you might have to do. And you gotta realize your mind is literally playing tricks on you. As we speak, if you're someone that is suffering in silence, Your mind is playing tricks on you. It's keeping you stuck there because you're not willing to make a move with something. You're not willing to move. You're not willing to reach out to be able to cope with things. You see, that you're going to hear me saying this word a lot on this channel. You're going to hear me saying the word cope pretty much because it is one of the most important words to me. It's definitely the top 10 word in the world is cope. And respect, dignity, being honest, taking care of yourself, caring when the time is right to care. See, even though I talk about all these subjects that I talk about, there is always, the pendulum is always swinging here. And the more that I realize that, the more and the more and the more I realize everything is on the same coin, heads and tails, black and white. It's just constantly flipping. And when we realize this, we can kind of get a grip on it. We're not going to be able to control it fully. We're not going to be able to control it fully. There's no such thing. And like I said, there is no winning here. You see this, I have a problem with toxic positivity and I have a problem with blatant pessimism. I'm not for either one. I am looking to be in between those two things. You see, I want to be where my pendulum is balanced. I want to know my light and my dark. I want to know both things so that I can deal with both things when both things come. And see, with pride, there is a light and a dark side with pride. There's a light and a dark side with ego. There's a light and a dark side with being cool. There's a light and a dark side to making music. There's a light and a dark side the way we go about doing whatever we do to ourselves and other people. But do we have a grip on it? You see, are we able, when it might slip out our hands, are we able to get a grip on it again, is the question. And this is what, if we're practicing anything here, we should be practicing mindfulness, awareness, discipline. See, we should be practicing these kinds of things, responsibility, spreading real, authentic, genuine energy, not this fake stuff, not this outside show stuff, not this, putting on the circus and the masks and the facades and, look how much I got and, ain't I the most special person in the world? You're not a special person. You're a unique person. Can we agree with that? Every person is unique here because there is never going to be another chemically made, elemental being like you. There's never going to be another you. There's never going to be another Nate. There's never going to be another Kevin Gates. There's never going to be another George Carlin. There's never going to be another Charles Bukowski. There's never going to be another Osho. There's never going to be another Jesus Christ. There's never going to be another anything. I could just go on and on and on. There's never going to be another one of those. And see, I just do not want to be mistaken as being a motivational speaker. I am not a motivational speaker. I am just a vessel here. I am just a meat bag here that is speaking knowledge, that is philosophizing, that is speaking some words so that the words can move you. The words can get you out of that place that you might be in. I'm not saying that people are suffering in silence. I'm just saying for the person that might be, and we can all fall in that spot. Very, very, very easy. Very, very easy. It is not hard. It is not hard to fall right back into the muck and mire. You get out of it, and there's a little hill, and it got mud on it, and you accidentally slip, and you fall down the hill, and you fall back in it, and then you're like, like I said, the analogy, give up and give in. I would tell everybody, give up and give in. Quit trying, but we can't stop living. You see what I'm saying? You can't stop living. You can't just stay in the shit. You can't just stay in the muck and mire. You can't just stay down all the time. It's just, our brains are not designed to do this. We're not made to just sit somewhere paralyzed within ourselves, and then we don't make any moves. We don't make any attempts to do anything for us. And we have to realize it's only ever going to be us that can do what we need to do for us. I know this sounds so easy. It sounds so cliche. It sounds so like, I already know what you're telling me, but we need to be reminded. The human brain is constantly forgetting things. That's why I said those who don't remember the past, those who don't remember the things they did, or the ways that they did whatever they did to other things, or sentient creatures, or just anything. The list goes on and on. If you don't remember that, you're going to be condemned to repeat that. You see, and if I don't remember it, and I'm not spreading the awareness of it, I tend to forget little things myself too. And you would be surprised. I'm telling you, you would be so surprised what these little things, when you forget them. And this is why I do certain things in my personal time for myself that I have to do. It's something that I don't want to do, but I have to do certain things. Because if I don't do them, then I will fall right back. I will fall right back into my own muck and mire. I will fall back into my own place of suffering. And when I'm in my silence, I don't want to suffer. I want my silence to be solitude. Even though I do go through, and I have been through a lot of suffering in my life. I've suffered mentally, physically. I suffered with things, and I still have things going on with me that I'm still going to the doctor with. And I do not like going to the doctor. I had an appointment I was supposed to go to weeks ago, and I still didn't go. I got to get a scan on my back, and I got to get a scan on my chest, because I'm having problems with my back, and I'm having problems with my chest area to my back. So I don't know if that is something with my spine or something with my heart. I have no idea. But I know, like I said, I still want to live my best life. I'm not saying let's fall into the bowl of soup and just stay in the bowl of soup until the soup gets rotten, and then we wonder why we're suffering. See, it just doesn't work like that. It's while we're here, we got to be moving. We got to be doing something. There's got to be something going on in our lives. And see, there was something that I heard from somebody, and I'm going to end the video with this. When you can't, I forget who said this, but they said, if you can't tell your brother or sister, or you can't tell somebody, look, you can't just sit around being a weak loser. You can't just sit around doing that. That is literally destroying your life. It's literally destroying your health. It's destroying your mind. It's destroying what you could be capable of here while you're here. It's destroying what you could do while you're here. It's destroying the things that we could be productive of while we're still here. You see? But don't ever intermingle what I'm saying as being this fake motivation or this kind of like forcing people to do something, because that is not how I am. I'm not forcing nobody, because I honestly don't care what other people do, because I'm never going to be doing what other people do, because I'm not in anybody else's life. I'm only in this thing right here. So I have to do the best for this thing while I can. And if I can't, if you can't look at me and say, if I was looking at him in the mirror and I could look back at myself and be actually proud of that in a good, in a respectful, in a intelligent, in a well-being manner, if I can't look at another man and say, when I look at him, I see me in him. See, if I can't do that, then I know that there's a disconnect there. The energy is not right. I know that this person is still not dealing with something in their life. I know that they're letting their problem consume their life instead of them consuming the problem while they're here and looking into the problem. So yet again, if you're somebody suffering, you have got to reach out to something. All you got to do is go on the internet. All you got to do is go in the yellow pages. All you got to do is look up something. Whatever problem you're having, look it up. There's so many things you can search for today. You know, but you got to want to do it. You got to want to do it for yourself. You know, I don't know what else to say. You know, everything I got to do for me. I know nobody's coming to save the day. There's nobody coming here to say, Nate, make YouTube videos. Nate, get on and record. Nate, upload the video. Nate, make music. Nate, write. Nate, take a walk. Nate, go to the store. Nate, brush your teeth. Nate, comb your hair. Nate, change your clothes. Nobody's coming to do that. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to get me up off my ass. Nobody is coming for me. Nobody. Nobody. And this is why the way that I reach out is my own specific way of reaching out by doing videos, because you would be surprised what that little bit can do for another person. And this is what we need to start spreading to one another, is this kind of stuff. Because I want to be able to look at another man and say, that's my reflection. And I want people to look at me and say, that's my reflection. That is what I want to be like similarly. I don't want to emulate that thing, but I look at that and go, that's it. You see, that's what I live for. I live for the mirror image of myself, because all I have is myself. I don't have other people. I only have me. And this is why I talk about looking at ourselves in the mirror. Start just staring at yourself. Start getting used to looking at yourself, even if you're disgusted by something. Even if you're having some internal thing where you're like, I don't want to do it. Do it anyway. Just do it. Do it anyway. You have nothing to lose here. There's nothing to gain here, and there's nothing to lose here. So yet again, lose with dignity. Look at yourself and know that you're never going to be this big ass winner. Look at yourself in the mirror. Respect yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Respect yourself. And I just said that. But yeah, do all of the attributes of something that you would want done to yourself. And then you'll start looking at other people in a different light. You will see their light and their dark. You'll be able to discern that energy. You see, that's why right when I look at someone, right when I see and I hear someone talking, and I see their mannerisms and I look in their eyes and the things they say, I can just tell right away with people. I can tell what their energy is. I know what their energy is. It is literally like a sixth sense. And I'm not talking about no superstitious stuff. I'm talking about for real, for real. This is real stuff. This energy stuff is real stuff. This is not bullshit. This is not bullshit. This is actually real. Because we're made of electricity. We're made of energy. Our bodies are constantly moving. And this is why most of us, we are listening to, we're watching, we're being fed the wrong frequencies. And that's going into our mind. It's going into our body. It's going into our aura as a person. And we don't realize it. Most of the world don't realize that this is happening. And once you see it and you start and you change and you start doing what someone like me is saying, because that's what you want your image, that's what you want your mirror image to be. See, you're gonna have an energy that people are gonna want to know about. You're gonna have something that people are gonna go, that's the energy I'm looking for. And it's, I won't lie to people. This is just me being brutally honest with y'all. It is really hard for me to find people that I look at and go, I don't want to pick and choose here. I don't want to have favorites and stuff, because I'm not on that either. I have things that I like, but I want to be able to look at a man or a woman, and when they look at me and talk with me, I go, yeah. You see, I don't even have to say anything, really. I could just hear a couple words, and I just feel it. I just feel it. See, do you feel it coming in the air tonight? Do you feel this energy? What is it doing to you? What is it stirring up in you? Is it inspiring you? Is it making you move? Is it making you do something for yourself? Is it making you see things for yourself? Because if it's not doing that, then that means something in here is lying to you. Something in here is playing games. Something in here is doing something very sick to you in your own mind. If you're not resonating with this energy, there's something in here that's not right that we need to cope with. Because I don't ever mean no malicious stuff. I don't ever mean disrespect to people. I don't do it for any of that stuff. If it ever seems like that, listen, trust me in the grave. Trust me as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow. Trust me as sure as I'm sitting here recording a video. That is not the case. That is not the case. And I know those of you who've been here for a while, you know that I'm not lying. You know that I don't bullshit. You know I don't play. You know I ain't got time for disrespect. Y'all already know this. You see, and that's why I realized not a lot of people been commenting, because there is a mutual ground there to where you don't need to just blurt out a bunch of things so much. But if you do, it's whatever, because I'm a writer. If you want to write something, write something. I'm not saying don't do anything, but what I mean is sometimes you don't even really got to speak. I mean, even though I talk, you see, this is what people will misrepresent. They'll call me a loudmouth, or I talk too much, or you just talk all the time. You're just babbling on and on and on. See, if you're thinking like that, there's some kind of disconnect going on. It's not. There's something not clicking within the person's brain to realize that I am like I am like an invisible chaperone. I am like I am like a mentor of a kind, but I don't say to people, I'm your mentor. You see, I'm my own mentor. And this is what every one of us have to be. We have to be our own mentor. We can't expect things from other people. We can't expect answers from people. We can't have expectations, because it's just like they said in the one video. He said 99 yeses, but 100 ain't one. 100 ain't no. So if you tell somebody yes 99 times and then you tell them no, then all of a sudden, oh, I can't mess with that person. I can't mess with that guy, because see, this is the misunderstanding going on. This is the people that are not looking at their own mirror. They're not taking a look at themselves. And you should be able to say no to somebody and they don't take it any kind of way. They don't get offended. They don't take it to heart. They say, all right, that's cool. But if you really need something, see, we should be able to tell each other no. I'm not doing that. I don't stand for that. There's too many yes men and women around us. There's too many people saying yes, 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 yes. I agree. I agree with everything. And it doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with not with agreeing with things. I'm just saying, when there's something someone's doing and you don't want to do it, I can say no, and you can say no. And we should not take it to heart or get offended or any other thing that we do. That's just a lack of knowledge. That is a lack of communication. And the person that's not dealing with their own stuff, that can't take a no, is because they just don't understand yet. They're still going by all of the stuff that I talk about. And you got to get rid of all that stuff. You got to get rid of all that garbage in your mind. You got to get rid of all the conditioned stuff. You got to get rid of all the extra baggage. You've got to do that if you resonate with this energy, and you just got to do that. There's really no other way. But I'm not forcing people to do anything. I'm just saying, I know for me, I had to do it. You see what I'm saying? And this is why there is no way that I'm going to sit around and suffer in silence anymore. I have broken free from that, the bonds of that, the bondage, the chains of that. I have broken free from keeping things to myself. Why do you think I started this channel? Why do you think I started this channel? It was a coping mechanism. It was because I was tired of keeping things to myself. I was tired of that energy. I didn't want that energy around me anymore. I didn't want the negative energy, and I didn't want the fake energy either. The putting on this positive, like everything's all right energy either. I didn't want either one of those. And I ain't either one of those energies. And this is why I don't know what I'm going to do with this video that I'm about to upload. But I talk about, there comes a point where metaphorically, philosophically, analogy-wise, you're not taking any more pills. You're not taking the blue, the red, the black, the purple, whatever, the pink. You're not taking any of those pills. The last pill that you should take is a gray pill of neutrality. And I'm just saying this metaphorically. And then you take the clear pill, the pill of no pill, because you don't need any of that stuff anymore. You've learned from all of it. Now you're letting it go, and you're going towards sobriety. You're going towards real knowledge. You're going towards real authenticity. And that's what the pill of no pill, the clear pill. And I don't want to even get into that, but I'm just saying, you don't need any more pills. You were taking pills, go, and you were addicted. You were addicted to them. You were strung out on them. You see, but you seen what all that was. Now you're not on any of them. You're not on ideologies anymore. You're free from all that. And this is why I say, if you're looking for free energy, this energy, I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging, it's just the truth. This is free energy. This is energy to be free. This is energy to express what you need to talk about, but at the same time, you're being responsible for what you're saying and doing, you see? And like I said, it's just an energy. It's a knowing thing. You just know that you know that you know. And a lot of our frequencies and energies are off, are completely off. We're either leaning like this or we're leaning like this to one side, and we're not balanced. Our energies are not balanced. See, we didn't take the gray pill, the neutral pill, to get rid of all the pills. Then you don't need any of that no more, you see? And people that will say, oh, well, he's referring to me. See, you're still missing the point. You're still missing the point if you're saying that to yourself. You're still in bondage to an ideology. You're still letting your life be run by an ideology. You're never going to be free if you're letting your life being run by an ideology. Never. You're never going to be free. I know, because I did it for 37 years. And February 28th, I finally had my breakthrough. I finally had something happen that I can't describe to people. Something just lifted and broke off of me. And it did. It actually happened. It really, really happened. I had kind of like a nervous breakdown from trying to get my words across how I was trying to. And I said, you know what? Let it go, Nate. Bring it down, Nate. I'm done. I don't really know how to explain it. It was just a knowing. It's a knowing thing. It's coming to another realization that you know that you know. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. But like I said, if you're somebody that sticks around and listens to others like myself, see, I resonate with Kevin Gates when he speaks on the podcasts and stuff like that. I really resonate. I can look at him and say, that's a mirror of how I see a lot of things. That's my energy. I'm just some guy that got less melanin. He got more melanin, and he looks different than me. But anyway, I'm gonna quit going. I didn't want to make this video real long. Yeah, I didn't want to make it nowhere near this long. But yeah, if you feel led to say something, make sure you know what you're talking about before you say the things that you say too. Just don't speak anything like just something that you're guessing, or you're just going like off the top of your mind ignorantly. Don't ever say something if you're doing it for that reason. Think about it first. Why are you doing it? What are your motives for doing it? What are your intentions? And really, I don't have intentions or motives when I do what I do. It's just me knowing what I know and being honest with people, you see? And that's why I keep talking about this. That's why I keep giving it over and over again. And I keep putting it out there into oblivion. Because this is my therapy. This is what I need to do. And I know this is what a lot of other people need to do too. Whether they opened up yet, or they're willing to reach out to something or someone, or they're willing to cope and have this as their cope, I don't know. That's why I throw these videos out there for whoever to listen to, because I don't want it to be controlled. I don't want it to come across as fake or me trying to motivate you. I don't want it to come across as anything like that, because I am not going to fake it till I make it. I am not going to be something that I'm not for anybody. I am not going to be something that I'm not for people or the world. Are we thinking like that? That's the question. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for watching. I appreciate any support. Take care.